Orphan Pearl.
This island has been bombed before by Saddam Hussein's Air Force, by Iraqi jets for 8 long years. One of the most intense aerial campaign on a single target in the modern history. But they never destroyed it. Last week, America struck it and deliberately stopped. The question is why? To know the answer, we have to go 2,500 years back. 25 kilometers away from the Iranian coast sits a tiny island. The name is the Kharg Island. Only 8 kilometers long and 4 kilometers wide. Small but extremely important. The water around is very deep. Deep enough for the largest tanker in the world to dock right next to its shore. That alone makes it rare in the Persian Gulf. The ancient Persian understood this. More than 2,500 years ago, the Achaemenid Empire settled here. They even built underground water channels to bring fresh water from the coral rocks. For centuries, Kharg was just a trading stop between empires. Then in 1700, Dutch tried to control it. They built a trading station, but they were expelled soon after. Even the most powerful empire of that time couldn't hold this island. Then the 20th century arrived, and someone discovered oil. So in late 1950s, Iran chose Kharg Island to become its main export hub. The Shah of Iran, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, saw its potential. Most of Iran's coastline is too shallow for the oil tankers, but the Kharg water were different. So with the help of American company Aramco, Iran built one of the largest oil terminal in the world on this tiny island. Pipelines were built across the desert, from oil fields like Awaz, Marun, and Gachran. All pipelines ended in one place, Kharg Island. Today, about 96% of Iran's oil export pass through here. That's roughly 1.5 million barrels of oil per day. By 1970s, this island had become the economic heart of the Iran. Iranian writer once called it something unforgettable, the Orphan Pearl of the Persian Gulf. Small, alone, but incredibly important. Then came 1979, the Iranian Revolution. The Shah fell, Ayatollah Khamenei took power. American companies were expelled overnight. Aramco lost everything on the island. But the Kharg didn't stop, because Kharg isn't loyal to any government. Not the Shah, not the Ayatollah, not any political system. Just do one thing, it pumps oil. And every government in Iran was dependent on it. Then 1 year after the revolution, someone decided to destroy this. In 1980s, Saddam Hussein invaded Iran. His strategy was simple: destroy Kharg Island, destroy Iran's economy. Iraq's aircraft began bombing Iran's Kharg Island repeatedly. Tankers were attacked, oil facilities was hit. By the mid-1980s, much of the oil terminal was hit. But something remarkable happened. Iran kept repairing it again and again. Even while bombs were falling, the oil kept flowing, more than 1.5 million barrels every day. For 80 years, Iraq bombed these islands, hundreds of airstrikes, but Saddam never managed to destroy it. After the war ended in 1988, Iran made a decision: never again. Kharg Island was heavily fortified, air defense was installed, infrastructure was hardened, underground storage was built. The island became a military fortress, controlled by Revolutionary Guard. The island was closed to tourists, journalists, and outside world. Just soldiers, pipelines, and tankers loading offshore. For decades, Kharg remained silent. The US and Israel launched a strike against Iran. Missile hits military bases, air bases, and strategic targets. But Kharg Island stayed untouched. Everyone was watching it, because experts warned, if Kharg was destroyed, Iranians' oil export can stop overnight. Global oil price would explode. Then finally, the United States struck. But the attack targets only the military equipment, missile boats, drones, launchers. The oil terminal was left completely untouched. And the reason was simple: destroying Kharg would hurt everyone. Iran, China, India, Europe, and the global economy. So the message was clear. This wasn't total destruction. This was warning. This was a message to Iran. For 2,500 years, empires have tried to control this island. Dutch failed, Saddam failed. Revolutions couldn't change it. And now America has bombed it, but chosen not to destroy it. Because the Kharg island is too important. Nearly 20% of the world's oil passes through the water it protects. Billions of people depends on the energy that flows through this tiny island. That's why it's called the Orphan Pearl. No one truly owns it, but everyone needs it. The island is still standing for now.